it's Lisa here from Arcaneandstellar, and I want to welcome you to my channel today for this timeless pick a card reading. We're going to be looking at the next 72 hours from the time that you watch this. So yes, the next 72 hours, what will happen? What can you expect? So you can see that I have my personal deck out here on the table, and I have 9 different groups to choose from. So if you're new to pick a cards, you want to tune into your intuition and ask yourself the question, what will happen over the next 72 hours? See which group you're feeling drawn to. Is there a specific rune that you're drawn to? Maybe it's a certain number. I will kind of count them out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So after you've made your selection, and you might find that you're drawn to 2 of them, 3 of them, 1 of them, 5 of them, who knows? You might find yourself drawn. And of course, you can choose however many you like if you're feeling intuitively drawn to it. And you'll find the timestamps down below, and you can find the time of your message basically by the group that you've chosen. Now, with that being said, what else did I want to say? I lost my thought. Okay, so with that being said, that is how you do a pick card, and I hope that you find some useful information for yourself through this reading. And this is timeless, so if you want to come back in a week and see what's happening in 72 hours, you are more than welcome to do that. And I do have other 72-hour readings as well. I think in my videos that you can find. I should actually make a playlist sometime. That might be a good idea. But thank you so much, you guys, for all of your love, support, your comments. Please subscribe if you do end up liking this video. I'd love to see you around. And if you want to get a personal reading with me or an astrology reading, you can do that through my Etsy store, which is linked in the description box, as well as links to all the decks that I might be using in this video. The only one that you can't get is my personal deck, which there are only 3 copies out there. I have 2 of them. Somebody else, a friend of mine, has the 3rd one, so thus far. But anyway, that is what we've got here, and let's go ahead and get started. Hello, my friends. So if you've chosen group number 1 here, this is going to be your reading. So you've chosen the Rings rune, and in the Witch's runes, this talks about commitment or a connection of some kind. This also can talk about a sense of completion as well. So we have a cozy evening. So it feels to me like a lot of you, your next 72 hours could be filled with a cozy evening with somebody else. So I feel like during the next 72 hours, one of the things that you could expect would be to spend some time with somebody through the evening, basically, or in the evening time. And so for a lot of you, this could be like a romantic partner or somebody else, but it feels as if you're connecting to somebody. Okay, let me see a healing message for the next 72 hours as well. And we're going to dig in a little bit deeper, hopefully get some more here. But yeah, I would say in the next 72 hours, you can definitely expect a really good evening. Make gentleness a habit. So being gentle on yourself, think about having a cozy mood, a cozy vibe. It's like, what can you do to kind of make yourself feel cozier over these next 72 hours, okay? How can you be gentle on yourself? How can you treat yourself in a good way? That could be snuggling up and watching a movie or something. Okay, so the next 72 hours. Oh, we have despair in courtship. So I kind of wonder, especially if some of you might be connecting with somebody that you're not expecting, especially because of that despair energy. Perhaps you are getting encouragement from somebody, or you're encouraging someone else. There also could be connecting with an older woman. Some of you might be visiting a grandmother, or an older woman in your life could feature prominently over the next 72 hours. Could be your mother, grandmother, auntie, somebody at work that's older as well. So we could see that as that person kind of being prominent over the next 72 hours. I actually am going to clarify that as soon as I can get my deck. Let's see. I'm going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot for this. Tell me more about the mature woman for them over the next 72 hours. King of Cups. Kind of wonder if there could be healing here, or talking about something here with a woman. This could be talking to a woman about a partner of hers as well, maybe an ending. Maybe you'll find out that someone's broken up in your life, like an older woman, or maybe there's been an argument or a disagreement of some kind, some sort of grievance. And it says here, make gentleness a habit. So I kind of wonder if there's a way to be gentle in a situation to somebody, to comfort somebody who's having some sort of difficulty. Maybe they're having a hard time. Maybe they need to hear something kind to cheer them up. Maybe you are the one to bring forth like a nice comment that will really brighten someone's day. So that's an interesting message for the next 72 hours. I also want to say that, like, if you are feeling kind of like down over the next 72 hours, look to connections. Because I feel like that's, you know, that could bring a lot of comfort here. Why despair? This could talk about the past. For some of you, there could be an aspect of the past here that kind of comes up. I kind of wonder if this could be... Some of you might actually be thinking about something in the past. Perhaps you made a bad decision, or you feel like you might have made a bad decision. Maybe you're worrying. Maybe there's some sort of fear here about something repeating, as an example too. But I feel so much kindness and love over the next 72 hours, to be honest. I don't feel animosity or anxiety exactly. I really don't. So maybe it's showing that if you do currently feel kind of down or out, that's going to improve. I kind of think that some of you, and I don't want to get anyone's hopes up just in case it's not going to resonate with everyone, because of course general readings are general readings. I mean, it's just not realistic to assume that everyone would have the same exact thing happen, but kind of inclined to believe that you could have some sort of reconnection, or it could show like that maybe someone comes back around or something like that too. So I could definitely see that as a possibility. And let me just try 2 more cards and then we'll be done. Kind of want to do these short and sweet. So next 72 hours. Oh, we also have a younger woman. And let me just see what's going on with the younger woman. Well, there could be some sort of admiration from a younger woman, a compliment. There could be a younger woman that makes you feel good in some way. Maybe there's a good conversation here. Maybe there's victory over a younger woman. Maybe you're like, oh, I said that would happen and it did. You know what I'm saying? You might find that some intuition's proven right in regards to a younger woman as well. That's interesting. That's an interesting message. Okay, let's see. Anything else here for the next 72 hours for group number 1? Ooh, we have vacation. That's interesting here because make gentleness a habit, cozy. It makes me feel as if taking some time for yourself. Maybe a few of you are literally going on vacation or researching some sort of vacation. Maybe you're researching what to do during the holidays or some upcoming event or something as well. So it doesn't have to literally be that you're going to go on a vacation. But it does feel, I feel like you'll have one good cozy kind of evening, to be honest. And I feel like that's going to be a nice thing, kind of like you're taking a break, you're putting your feet up, you're relaxing, maybe watching a movie, you know, chilling out, doing whatever feels good to you. And then we have the vines. Seek out information that will help you. I feel like you guys are researching somewhere to go. Like you're thinking about something. Maybe some of you will like look and see a picture of like Santorini or something and you're like, how do I go there? How much does that cost? You know what I mean? I feel like you guys might be researching something about taking a trip, or you'll kind of be inspired to think about what's ahead, where you could go or something like that. But I love this because I really do feel like if there is anything kind of like bringing you down or maybe that's been an energy in the past. This is sort of like a really positive sort of few days, I would say, is what I'm getting. So thank you so much for being here. I really do hope this helped give you some insight. I want to, thank you each and every one of you for your comments, your gifts, your likes, your donations, everything that you guys do. It means the world to me, and I'm very thankful to have you all in my life. So yeah, check out that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. So if you've chosen group number 2 here, let's find out what is happening over the next 72 hours from the time that you watch this. Well, you've chosen the rune of the Pentacle. So, well, this talks about protection. So, let me see. We have money. Your wealth increases. You know what's funny is when I saw the Pentacle, I thought of money. To be honest, that's really weird. Because I kind of forgot, like, you know, I wasn't paying attention exactly when I was shuffling. So, and I put the runes intuitively on the cards after they were turned over or whatever anyway. And that's kind of funny because I really did think about money for some reason. So obviously you guys are going to find some sort of money coming in over the next 72 hours. So some of you might be getting paid. Some of you, I want to say it could be unexpected even. But there seems to be, of course, with the Pentacle meaning protection, you know, obviously this can talk about your finances or feeling protected, or you feel a sense of financial security as well. We also have avoid hateful thoughts as they are just as hurtful as physically striking someone. That's an interesting message. So these are the daily healing cards and they have an interesting message. So try, obviously, to avoid any sort of negative thoughts here, and know that you're protected. That's one thing. Knowing that you have a shield around you, I feel that, you know, kind of bounces back things to people. So, you know what I mean? Just radiating, putting that shield around you and just radiating love within, and kind of just, you know, screw everyone else. Okay? So, next 72 hours. Some of you might find that your partner is getting paid, if you have one. Interesting. So this can talk also about, well, we have poverty here. So it feels as if something's moving forward, because I'm reading these like kind of left to right, because that's kind of how it works. And kind of makes me feel as if there may be some possibilities here for the future. Something could be moving forward. This also could talk about support from someone else with courtship, obviously. This could be maybe some sort of money coming from another person. Maybe somebody's gifting you money or giving you some money. But that may not be for all of you, but it does feel as if then, oh wow, take care, there will be a loss of material wealth. Okay, that's interesting. And you will be shown the way. I want to say also with the Pentacle energy and the candle, makes me feel as if there's sort of like protected, you know, protection around you via your guides, your spirit guides. Obviously here, I want to say that good fortune. Yeah, so I don't know. Let me look and just ask something really quickly. There may be certain temptations about money, okay, over the next 72 hours. Okay, I asked what was going on here with the shark. Take care, there will be a loss of material wealth. Watch out for losing, you know, basically maybe overspending. Because I feel like that would be where your most temptation would come in. It would be like sort of a tempting energy. Like, I want to overspend. I want to buy too much. And it might be like, if you get like some kind of increase, it might be like you're drawn or desiring something a little bit more tempting. This could be like, you know, wasting your money on food that you don't really need, as an example. Or, you know what I mean? It can go in many different ways. But watch out for that, okay? Because it feels like with the devil, these also could be like things kind of coming out unexpectedly. So heads up, if you have any subscriptions that you want to cancel them now, right now, right now. You window out of this video and you're like, oh, thank you, Lisa. You reminded me I need to cancel that before they charge me. Okay? So, or you need to pay that bill or I'll get that fee. anything like that, watch out, guys. And you have a heads up energy, you know what I mean? Like this can be something that you take care of in advance. So it's sort of like you were sent here to listen to this message so you could fix it. Okay? So don't worry. I feel like there is good fortune coming our way though. It's not like anything bad. It just, to me, this feels like not like whole poverty, like it's going to overdraft your bank account type of energy. But it's just sort of like you might lose it, like lose a bit that you didn't want to lose. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? It's just that kind of thing. So let me see. Anything else here for the next 72 hours for group number 2? We have a woman and vulture. Okay, so this is a quite interesting considering that card. Avoid hateful thoughts as they are just as hurtful as physically striking someone. We have the woman here, and we have vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone's against you. If you, it seems to me like there may be some sort of person, like a woman, who annoys you or bothers you in some way. And it may be that you're worried about them coming at you or something along those lines. What's the advice here? Okay, well, confidence is key here. I was going to say that anyway, and then the Six of Wands came out. Yeah. So, first of all, calm down. This person isn't worth your energy. So whether this is somebody you run into that's like, you know, cuts you off in traffic, it doesn't have to be like a person in your life. It could just be a situation that pisses you off, like someone who cuts in line or, you know, takes your spot, or it doesn't have to necessarily be someone close and intimate with you. You know what I mean? Like your friend or, you know, somebody like that. It feels as if, but there is definitely somebody around that kind of, it's like you think they're against you in some way. And maybe they are. You know what I mean? I'm not denying that. But like, it could be like some of you know right now, you're like, I know who that is, and they're against me and I'm against them. You know what I mean? We're open enemies. And that's fine. You know what I mean? But here it's like, just have confidence in the situation and keep your cool, basically, with temperance. Like, don't allow it to bother you. You know, kind of keep yourself in a temperate type of place rather than getting upset. And I think that's why you kind of got to avoid hateful thoughts, as they're just as hurtful as physically striking someone, because it's sort of like, it doesn't help you, it doesn't help them, you know, like, and that's that, that pentacle energy as well. It feels like, you know, just kind of radiating that, you know, like, it's kind of like imaginary shield around yourself, but it's not imaginary, it's real. And it's really deflecting any sort of negativity. Okay, so if something starts to eat at you and you're like, oh man, really, they were so rude, or, you know, that happened, and you know, it's just like chill and try not to let it define you. Okay, also here with the courtship card as well, it's sort of like if you have somebody to talk to, you know what I mean, vent to them and then move on and talk about future goals and ideas. I feel like you will have some great insights over the next 72 hours about your future. And I think that there is fortune over the next 72 hours as well. So I feel like something good and fortunate will happen. So with that being said, that is your reading. I really do hope that you enjoyed this. I know it was a short and sweet one, but I wanted to do this because, well, it's been requested a few times, and I really do like doing this kind of reading. I think they're really fun. I think they're useful because it's not too far off into the future, so we can kind of remember. And I think, of course, pick-a cards are really good for our intuition, training ourselves to, you know, pick intuitively and stuff like that. So I think it's even more cool when we see some sort of facts ahead of us, and you know what I mean, making sure like, okay, wow, I picked the right one, you know, that sort of thing. So anyway, take care, guys. And if you want to you know, get a personal reading with me, you can do that through my Etsy store, which is linked up above in the description box. And thank you in advance for all the comments, likes, and the gifts you guys leave, and the donations, stuff like that. Thank you very much for each and every one of you. You all are very important to me and special, and thank you. Okay, take care, and I'll see you next time. Hello, my friends. So if you've chosen group number 3 here, this is going to be your reading, and let's find out what is happening over the next 72 hours. So you've chosen the key rune, Now, in this particular deck, the key rune actually talks about secrets, something being locked down, something being hidden. So, we have the message. You'll receive a happy message. Wow. So this definitely implies to me that you'll get some sort of maybe unexpected news, or you're going to find out something via some sort of message. So let me find out what else here for the next 72 hours, and we'll see how everything plays out. Oh, okay. We've got work daily towards improving your mental health. And you got another one here. Let love be your motivation for action. Ooh, doing the things that you love. So it might be that Spirit really wants to bring through that message of taking the time to do the things that you really love to do in order for your mental health to feel good, essentially. Like, so this could be about spending time doing the things that you really enjoy. Trying not to, you know, do things that piss you off. Okay. Or bother you or make you feel down. It's like, do what you can to improve yourself, you know, in your mental space. Some of you might hear about some sort of theft in your neighborhood. There also could be in your neighborhood some sort of news or your area of something kind of like mysterious. I want to say that somebody may not be what they seem. And we have that thief, community, and false person. We have changes in your life. A wish is granted. So here's an interesting kind of thing here, because the thief can talk about losing something, taking away. Community and false person. There may be some sort of a secret that's revealed through a message. Watch out for gossip during this time. You might also find out that somebody says something about you. And don't worry, we're going to talk about this. Don't worry. I still feel like there's a lot of good things, but I want to discuss this because it gives you a heads up. You may actually need to kind of defend yourself somehow over the next 72 hours, okay? And the thing here, I don't think it's like literally someone stealing from you. Don't worry. But it feels as if you might need to stand up for yourself verbally or kind of, you know, yeah. Wow, the Knight of Swords. Yep, exactly. Yeah, this could be at your workplace. So maybe there will be like some sort of incident at work that feels kind of frustrating, where you maybe need to, you know, put yourself first or something like that in the situation and speak up in some way. I will tell you that, and I know this is going to be a little bit negative for some of you, and you may not like hearing this, but it could be that for some of you, there is somebody maybe in your workplace or somehow in the community or group that you're in, sort of. It's like maybe who you hang around, or again, it could be at school, it could be at work, that is not who they seem. Some of you might have somebody who's a bit jealous of you, is what I'm feeling. And they may see something that you didn't expect. It might be like the type of person who's trying to make themselves look better. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. Some of you, yeah. I think it will all turn out right here with the Chariot and the Ten of Cups. Like, I think all of it will be fine. I feel like how you handle the situation is everything. You know what I mean? And it may not be that dramatic, okay? Don't sit there and, like, internalize this and be like, oh my God, like, what's going to happen? Like, oh, it's so horrible and stuff. It's all right. It's just moods. With the moon there, changes in your life, it's very much like fluctuations. And it's sort of like, don't act on this. Do you know what I mean? You know, this person isn't worth it, or the situation isn't worth it. It'll change. It's unstable. You know, that sort of thing here. What's the advice here? Yeah. So I would say moving on from it is a good one. You know, just moving on from it. Remaining strong. Just defend yourself. Like, don't keep it to yourself and let it eat away at you. Defend yourself if needed. But in kind of a calm and cool way. You know what I mean? Not without, like, freaking out, as an example. It would be that sort of thing. Standing strong in your values, I think, is important. Especially if it drags you down to someone else's level. Anyway. So we also have a wish being granted. We have the Seven of Pentacles. You may be getting some sort of... this could talk about something moving forward, beginning to move forward, something that you've been investing in. So this also could be also bright new ideas, sort of, or changes that are kind of positive here. It feels like there could be something like that. And then let's talk about that message. What kind of message? Yeah, it does feel like somehow... Well, the message could calm down a difficult situation. So there may be some sort of message that comes in that actually is something that you're worried about. Maybe you're not knowing the full answers or information about this, but it's like actually somehow the message calms you down, makes you feel relaxed, that sort of thing. It's sort of like maybe alleviates some worry or stress that you've had as well. So it feels like it will be smoothed out in some way. A message that, you know, and this is a happy message, so obviously, obviously. So anyway, that is what I'm seeing for those of you that chose this group for the next 72 hours. You might find that you want to watch more than one, and that's all right. Go ahead and check it out. Please like this video if you did enjoy it, though, because then it helps me know to make more like this. And also, if you want a personal reading with me, you can get those on my Etsy store, which is linked up in the description box. I also want to say thank you so much in advance for all your kind comments, and those of you that leave me donations and go on my wish list and buy me gifts. You guys are amazing, all of you. Even the ones, like I said, who comment, everything means a lot to me. So each and every one of you, no matter what your contribution is, I really do appreciate it, and thank you very much. I'm very thankful and grateful to have all of you in my life. And anyway, thank you for helping me stick around and making my day with your comments. So anyway, take care, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. So if you've chosen group number 4, this is going to be your reading. So let's see. You've chosen the herb. So what does the herb mean? Well, it could mean that you guys are thinking about what you're putting into your body over the next 72 hours. Some of you might be taking medicine over the next 72 hours. So some of you might be dealing with allergies or a cold of some kind. This can talk about healing, though, as well, on all levels. So maybe some of you are drinking some sort of medicinal teas as well. That might be something to look into, especially if that's a confirmation, like you've had that thought, like, oh, I should check out a tea for that. You know, do it. We also have confession. Someone is confessing. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Well, we'll find out more in a minute. I'm going to take a daily healing card as well, but this is going to be for the next 72 hours. And we've got, learn to keep your heart open and soft through the trials of life. Interesting. So, keeping your heart open and soft, even if you have a hard time. I feel as if there could be some sort of journey here. I see some of you perhaps, ooh, I kind of wonder. I feel like there's coming, but there's also like kind of staying as well with imprisonment. So you might be kind of like kept up a little bit. I would say there is some sort of travel over the next 72 hours, some sort of journey of some kind. You might be driving around doing something, getting something done, spending time in the community or around people in general. But then I feel like that there's sort of a pulling away. So if you, for instance, you know, you might be spending some time at work and then just kind of coming back and like withdrawing a little bit, to be honest. And we have that confession. So I'm kind of like, what's the confession? What's the confession here for this group? What is going on with the confession? Ooh, we have the Knight of Wands. We also have the Wheel of the Year and the Hierophant. Ooh, okay, so it's interesting because it might be that somebody who once has been, oh, it feels as if somebody who you know on a, maybe an official level, or perhaps there's this interesting dynamic here because we have the High Priest, and the High Priest can represent somebody that's in a position of power, somebody who not necessarily is in a position of power, but there could be a moral situation here, or it could be a situation in which perhaps there's a platonic you know, vibe, or somehow maybe the person's kind of stiff, you know what I mean, like, or they have to be professional. And I don't know, it kind of feels as if there could be like some sort of unexpected flirtation or something. Maybe it's not necessarily a full-on confession, although you may get a confession. Maybe someone's going to tell you they want to marry you, but I feel like that's getting some people's hopes up because I feel like that may not be the case for everyone here. But for some of you, it's like, I don't know, you might see a different side to somebody. They might be a little bit more overtly flirtatious here. They might say something that's a bit of a confession. I think you're beautiful, or you know what I mean, or ooh, you look good today, or I don't know, there's something there where you're going to be like, that seems flirtatious, and I wasn't expecting that. We have the High Priest, so, you know, it makes me feel like as if, well, probably not a priest, literally, but maybe there's something about the dynamic where you kind of are unexpected. And let me find out a little bit more about the imprisonment. Yeah, it feels as, okay, it's what I said earlier. I feel like you'll have, like, you know, traveling energy, but also kind of hermit energy over the next 72 hours. So it might be like one day you have to do a lot of things. Maybe you have to drive a lot of places. And then in the other day, it's like, I'm just staying at home. I need a break. I need a break. And that's kind of the energy I'm getting. It's like, I need a break. I need to rest. I need to, you know, take some time out for myself here. And that's another thing, even with that herb, it's like, you know, even if it's like not getting sick or needing medicine or vitamins or tea or something like that, it could talk about taking some time for yourself, recuperating, essentially. Especially if you've been very active, maybe you've been around a lot of people and you just need to withdraw a little bit, you know what I mean? Because as much as I love people, sometimes it's just like, oh, I need to rest. You know what I mean? I remember when I used to teach, sometimes I would just come home and I'm like, I can't talk for like about 2 hours, leave me alone. I've had enough talking for today. Okay, we have a sincere wish will be granted. We also have you'll be taken care of in difficult times. And I love that. Learn to keep your heart open and soft through the trials of life. We have July showing up as well. So that could be prevalent somehow to this particular reading here. So maybe someone born in July. Maybe some of you were born in July. There could be something about the month of July. Next 72 hours. We have use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Especially with the healing thing. If you're feeling drawn to a certain food, a certain, you know, juice, or a certain, you know, something, pay attention to that, because it could be your body telling you, hey, you need this. Right? Like every once in a while I'll get a craving for orange juice. Like I just can't live without it. In fact, now that I said that, I really want orange juice. But sometimes it's our body telling us. It's kind of like a lot of times with pregnant women as well. We can like have these sort of cravings that are like, you know, our body wants it in some way. Except for when I was pregnant with my daughter and I just wanted Milky Ways. I'm pretty sure my body didn't need that. But you know what I mean. I always craved watermelon with my children. I think it was probably because I needed more water. Or more like, you know, liquid. But anyway, yeah, so pay attention to that. We also have getting together with friends. So it feels as if there could be a get together over the next 72 hours. I also feel like, you know, so there is that with the community. But I love this one card here, staff. It says you'll be taken care of at difficult times. And it says here, learn to keep your heart open and soft to the trials of life. So I feel like, you know what I mean? There could be moments over the next 72 hours that are frustrating. But it's just like trying to remind yourself, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. You know what I mean? And it makes me think of it, you know, a guide kind of looking out for you as well, you know? And that sincere wish being granted. That could be that confession for some of you. It's like maybe you're hoping it's like that you could get some sort of like, I don't know, attention. Yeah! 7 of Swords and that Knight of Wands came out again. So that makes me feel as if it's like, ooh, yes, I got what I wanted out of this sucker. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. Or out of this person, you know. It might feel as if, you know, maybe someone's not being so sneaky. Maybe there's something a little bit more overt about their behavior. Maybe a little bit more flirtatious, and it's kind of like, I knew it, you know? Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. So you guys, thank you so much for being here. That is your next 72 hours, or at least key moments. And I hope that you enjoyed this. If you want a personal reading with me, you can do that through my Etsy store, which you can find a link to in the description box. And if you would like, I'd love it if you left a like on this video, because it helps me know that you guys enjoy it and you want to see more content like this. And if, you know, just in advance for everyone who does leave a comment, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. And for those of you that leave donations or go on my wish list, really, I appreciate that too. Thank you so much for all of you. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day or night wherever you are. And I'll see you next time. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 5 here with the wave ruin, we have waves there. What is coming up in the next 72 hours? Well, the waves can talk about change, flow, or current. So there could be some sort of change coming up. Let's find out what that is. Ooh, information, knowledge is coming, and knowledge, a new area of learning. So you're definitely learning something. There's something coming through. There. Okay, we'll find out a little bit more here. Some of you might be learning something new. Maybe you guys are going to engage in some sort of new course, or it's like you're reading something new, you're getting some new information. Some of you might be really engrossed in some sort of learning or studying. It might be like you guys are really studying for some sort of finals, or it could be that you're researching a new topic, or there could even be something like new. It's like you're opening a new topic where it's like there's so much to learn. You know what I mean? Or some of you might be receiving, ooh, maybe some of you will get an astrology report from me, because I have quite a few people that I'm going to be putting them out for, or maybe you've recently gotten one, because hopefully by the time I post this, I'll have most of them out that have been on my queue. Anyway, we also have, for the daily healing card, we have see yourself as you would see a friend. Be objective about it. Wow, I've never seen that card before. That is advice I often give people in situations. How would you, advise a friend when they're going through something if it were, a friend in your shoes? You know what I mean? So that's really interesting. Be objective. And also being kind to yourself. You probably see your friend in kinder light than you often see your own self, right? Okay, let's find out more about the next 72 hours. Ooh, we have the Lovers. We have Privileged Lady. Ooh, okay. Well, this is not bad at all. Some of you might be going on a date or being asked out, or, you know what I mean? There could be something here surrounding love. There could be your partner, as an example, could be making you feel good. There could be some happiness in the life of a loved one, or like a lover or a partner as well. This also could show that there's some sort of good news coming in, about a partnership or some sort of goodness here. This also could talk about something drastically improving, by the way, as well. Like some part of your life that really improving. You might find the luck's on your side. You might be more lucky and prone to win something as well. We have time to go out and have fun with the grapes. Oh, I think the next 72 hours are going to be honestly very nice. To be honest, I really do. I really think that it's going to be a nice time for you over the next 72 hours. Oof, okay. We have financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. Great worry over nothing. So you might find that certain worries are not founded on, anything, rational. Okay, so if you do find yourself getting worried about something and something's really weighing on your mind over the next 72 hours, we have the flag here and it says, do not be tempted to lower your standards. So this tells me a few things. Number one, I think it kind of relates back to this healing card that says, see yourself as you would see a friend. Be objective about it. First of all, with the don't be tempted to lower your standards, what would you tell a friend to do in a situation? Would you tell them to put up with it? Would you tell them to worry about it? Would you tell them not to care? It doesn't matter. Their opinion doesn't matter. That situation doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? Like, what would you tell a friend? And I think that's like what Spirit's like, relax. See, be objective about this. It's not nearly as bad. And of course, when the waves come crashing, to me, that can talk about a wave of emotion coming in. Okay, so it might be like at some point over the next 72 hours, there will be like, a specific, time frame where you're going to feel this way. And Spirit's kind of giving you that heads up saying, hey, be objective. Expect the best as well, with that expectation pointing towards that sudden wealth. And expect a better outcome. We have that time to go out and have fun, so I do feel like that you could have a really good enjoyment, like you could be enjoying yourself, having a good time in general. And for some of you, I really do feel like you could be meeting someone, or there could be like, it's like you're going out with your partner or your lover or something like that. You may meet somebody with potential as well over the next 72 hours, so check that out. And then we have Dolphin. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So it feels like money's coming to you is what it feels like. And it is connected towards something you've already put your efforts into. With the hammock here, it says taking a vacation physically or mentally. So that's another thing with the time to go out and have fun. I feel like that there's, this sort of relaxing energy too over the next 72 hours. You know what I mean? So you're kind of taking a break, enjoying yourself, that sort of thing. I do feel like some of you might spend some time at home. Some of you might spend some time outdoors as well, though, in nature. So I wonder if some of you might go on a walk of some kind, maybe in a park or somewhere outside. I do really feel like a lot of you will have some sort of nice kiss or something over the next 72 hours. That's what I would say as well. So overall, I would say that the next 72 hours look amazing. To be honest, this is a very positive reading. I feel like you didn't really get too many warnings, maybe just that little one, and it's not to me like something that seems scary or worrisome. And I think that you can expect good things over the next 72 hours. So with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I want to, say thank you especially to those of you that leave comments, leave donations, that go on my wish list and get me gifts. I always appreciate each and every one of you, no matter your contribution. It always means a lot to me, and it really does make me happy. And that you guys just even leave a comment, that you leave a thumbs up. Especially a thumbs up helps me know that you guys like the video, that you want to see this topic, that you enjoyed this topic. So, leave that thumbs up if you have time, that like on the top. And then if you want a personal reading with me, you can do that through my Etsy store, which is available in the description box. There's a link there. And yeah, I hope that you all have a beautiful, blessed, bright and happy day or night wherever you are. And I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. So if you've chosen group number 6, this is going to be your reading. So let's find out what is happening for you over the next 72 hours from the time that you watch this. So we have the gateway here, and you've chosen this particular rune. Well, the gateway rune can tell you, hey, say yes to something. You may have an opportunity, something new pop up over the next 72 hours. So this could be like going to a new restaurant. This could be, you know, being asked on a date with somebody new as an example. This could talk about new experiences that you could be crossing over into. And it's like, say yes. Say yes to these opportunities, okay? So we have affordable. You can afford it. Ooh, so you guys might be finding that you can afford to buy something. Maybe there's something that you have on your mind that you want to buy, or it's like maybe the money comes in and you can actually get the thing that you want, or maybe you finally have saved enough to get the thing that you want. Okay? So we have to feel your innate sense of truth, develop open-mindedness. Very interesting, keeping an open mind. And that's the thing about taking opportunities, keeping an open mind. It doesn't mean that you're closed-minded. It might be like you see a restaurant, but you're like, I don't know if I should go in there. I don't know. Is the food good? I don't know. It's like there may be an opportunity where it's like keep an open mind, essentially, okay? Because, you know, to know the truth, we have to keep an open mind because we might not know the truth based on our first glance. You know what I mean? Maybe something that we need to experience. So, yeah. Oh, my goodness. There we go. The stork. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. We also have the casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation, as well as disappointment in some affair. Let me see. Next 72 hours here. Okay. So you have some really different cards here compared to some of the others. You may find that you're feeling a little bit under the weather. So some of you may deal with like a headache or a migraine of some kind, maybe a back pain or some sort of pain, or like not feeling very well over the next 72 hours. Maybe a light cold or something too. So keep, you know, that may be something, okay? Watch out for that. And it may kind of cut into certain plans or annoy you in some way, kind of be like maybe a disturbance or an annoyance. What's interesting here is we definitely have someone leaving your life. Okay, so that came out twice, and guess what? They're on top of each other. So to me, when I do 6-month readings, when I use these cards, I do pay attention to what is next to each other, like, and kind of how they flow. Of course, I use my intuition sometimes. Sometimes I can tell they're different and they're not related, but in this case, definitely. We have the chair empty, someone's leaving your life, and we have this casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. I feel here, if there is a situation where someone's trying to leave your life, over the next 72 hours, let them. Take on new opportunities. Some of you might be putting something to rest, a person to rest, you know, in your... Oh, my ear started ringing. Sorry, that was a weird shift. Tell me more about this. We have bad health here. To be honest, I feel like some of you may not be hearing from the person. Maybe there's something about communication that's really shaky right now. It's like sort of off and on. I feel like Spirit doesn't want you to expect this. I mean, like, don't, like, wait for this person if they've been shaky. It might be like, let them leave. Maybe you might even hear that somebody is leaving your life, like they're moving away or going somewhere. Let me see. This could be someone... This is actually better for you, to be honest. Like, whatever the situation is, it's somehow going to improve your life in some way. Even if it feels kind of awkward right now or different or, I don't know, though. It kind of feels as if it's something for the best. especially for those of you specifically, don't worry. If you have all these healthy relationships and you're not like worried about it, you're like, what? Which one of my good friends is leaving me? Or like, which one of my people are leaving me? If you're worried like that, oh no, don't worry about it. In this case, I think this is more for some of you that have had someone who's a bit flaky. This could be somebody who's a liar, somebody who is not who they say they are. Maybe they put on a good presentation, but they're not exactly who they say they are. I would say that, see a sucker. Have a nice life. Okay, so that could be something here. Some of you, though, could find that something is stretched up from the past. Some of you might find that a connection that's not been doing well, it's like maybe you're kind of wondering what's going on there. Maybe you feel disappointed by someone. And they're sort of like a worry over this over the next 72 hours. Kind of like, what's going on there? Okay? But it's like, Spirit doesn't want you to sit there in that energy and worry about this. As much as possible, try to focus on the new. Okay? Like, seriously. I feel like some of you might feel, maybe gets connected to you in some way. Like, you know what I mean? On a deeper level, or it affects you emotionally, but it's sort of like you're better off, or this is going to be for the better. It may feel kind of temporarily uncomfortable, but it's good for everyone involved, that sort of thing. And it's like there are new things that are coming through here. I feel like you won't hear from somebody. Maybe for some of you, it's just you worrying about someone not ever contacting you again. Like maybe you're like, okay, well, I guess they're done with me, or they're not contacting me back, or something like that. You may find out that, you're kind of just worried about that over the next 72 hours. Like maybe just someone's not messaging you back, or they're not saying anything. What do they need to know about the situation? Well, you'll be fine. This does feel like there's been an ending, though. And I feel like as if there may be something new introduced to your life that will take away from this. Like in a positive way. So that's what I would say for you guys over the next 72 hours. This is a very different reading, I think, from some of the other ones. I don't know how some of you might feel about it. I'm sure I'll get some dislikes for this one, but, what can I say? I just read the cards as they are. So, that's what I'm seeing. But again, there's a positive things here too, Again, to feel your innate sense of truth, develop open-mindedness. So being open-minded to new situations, to new opportunities, to new people, to new things in your life. It doesn't have to be a person necessarily. This could be a situation of like, a situation maybe it's leaving your life. It doesn't have to be necessarily a person for everyone. But it's like, sometimes it's because there's something better and you just have that opportunity. Maybe there's a fear, of losing something. But anyway, I feel like here it's like Spirit's just encouraging you strongly to, embrace new things. Try new things. Be open-minded over the next 72 hours, especially because you might find good stuff there, with when you kind of expand your mind a little bit towards other situations. So with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for being here, and I really do hope that this helped give you some insight. Like I said in the intro, if you feel like you want to check out this reading in the future, you might find yourself drawn to a totally different group with a totally different message, and you're allowed to watch more than one of these, even in this reading right here. And also, if you want a personal reading with me, of course, you can do that by going to the description box. There's a link to my Etsy store. I want to say thank you especially to all of you that leave comments, donate, send me gifts through my wish list. I appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you so much for thinking of me. I really do appreciate it a lot, and I wish you the very, very best. Hopefully you have a blessed and beautiful day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 7 here, let's see what's happening for you over the next 72 hours. So, you've chosen the scythe. Now, the scythe, of course, can talk about endings, completing something, harvesting something, kind of like cutting something up here, literally. Let's see what's going on. Now, we have mindset. Your positivity increases. So, for some of you, that scythe may indicate that you're cutting out negativity. You might be fully removing yourself from a negative situation. Some of you might be really moving towards something more positive, okay? So your mindset's in a good place, okay? We have, don't be afraid to slow down, as this is when you can make your real inner changes. Ooh, okay, so taking some time to yourself, taking time to slow down your thoughts, to relax. I don't know. I wonder if a lot of people might be watching this over the weekend, because I've had so many groups that feel like as if it's a weekend. Okay, so I guess put a, I don't know, a sun emoji if you are watching this right before the weekend, because I really feel it. We have August here. Some of you might be Leos or Virgos. Hidden secrets can harm you. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. One thing I'm going to tell you guys right away, if you're having strong emotions, if you're having some strong feelings, don't be afraid to kind of express these. You may find that if you don't express your emotions in some way, it's actually going to hurt you in the long run. It could be that, you know, the person that you're with or around is not a mind reader. Okay, so they may not be able to do what you want because they might not know what to do. So just kind of keep that in mind, okay? I feel like unsuccessful plans lead to new opportunities as well. So if something doesn't work out, it's because like something else will work out. Like, you know, you think you're going to one place, but you end up going to another place. You know what I mean? Oh, that place is closed, but we ended up going to this other place. And it actually was a good thing. I feel here, don't hide your emotions. That's a big one. Because I feel like the more you kind of hide this, maybe you feel like passionate about a project and you're kind of questioning, should I post that? Should I put it out there? Should I do this? Should I do that? Yes, like for heck's sake, because if you don't, it's like then it just doesn't go anywhere. Okay? So that's the thing. It feels as if, you know, channel those emotions, whatever they may be. Okay? Now, obviously, if it's like passionate hate, then probably that won't lead you to too many good places. But I don't really think so, because of mindset, your positivity increases. It makes me feel like, you know, you're on the more positive side of things. I really don't think it's a negative time. In fact, I think that you're sort of, there is this energy of like maybe something not working out. But again, like with the carrot there, with opportunity or windfall, I'm not too worried about it for you. Because like I said, I think that probably at the end of the day, something good comes of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe some plans fall through, but it's like, well, that's all right, you know? Maybe it doesn't work out. Maybe there's not enough money. Maybe there's not enough of something. Maybe the weather's not good, or maybe there's not enough room. But what I feel here the most is like not sharing your thoughts is the bigger problem here. Because I feel like somehow if you were able to sort of act upon something, it's like you'd hit a jackpot. But if you let your thoughts just be thoughts and you don't put it out in some way, that could be a problem. Like, you know what I mean? That could lead to something unsuccessful. It's sort of like you missed your shot. Because sometimes Spirit will give us things when we really need them. It's kind of like you get this idea at the moment because it needs to be posted at the moment, or it needs to be done at the moment. You know what I mean? Not in a week from now, or not in 6 months from now when you're ready. You know what I mean? It feels here, yeah, following that. We also have the bow, you're highly thought of. So I feel like that there's admiration around you over the next 72 hours. Like someone's really admiring you. Whoa. So I would expect a compliment. We have the Six of Cups here. So this could be from somebody younger, or it could be a friend, or somebody friendly. This could be at your workplace as well. In the family, the workplace. This could be about how you're doing something, how you're handling something. It reminds me of like, I was at my job today and there was a man who was like, came up to me and he says, Elizabeth, you are such, like, I really want to thank you because you kept the men's locker room so clean. And I appreciate that. And he was just so sweet. It was just like, really? And he even said my name. Like, it was just very respectful and kind. And it made my day, you know, to hear like that kind of comment. And it feels as if like there's someone kind of, you know, giving you some sort of admiration for what you do. You know what I mean? Like, I did that recently to someone else too. I had gone to Wendy's and it was just like always usually a mess. In most of the fast food places I've gone in lately, it's like all the tables are dirty. And there was a girl and I saw her like going around and cleaning off the tables at Wendy's, and I was like, I told her, I was like, you know, I really do appreciate you doing that, because like I go into so many places and no one takes the time. And it's like, it's wonderful that you actually care enough to come bring your butt out there and do it, you know. And she smiled and was of course happy, and just like I was happy, you know what I mean, because we, you know, want to make the world a better place, you know, wherever we're doing, like, you know what I mean, whatever we're doing, wherever we are, we're trying to make things, you know, better, cleaner, more comfortable, you know, for others. And so it feels good to get a compliment like that, right? So I feel like you guys are going to be getting some sort of compliment. You're going to see that you're highly thought of, that you're respected in some way, and, you know, that perhaps your work is respected because of that Two of Pentacles. It makes me think of like something you're doing. So we also have the Tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Some of you might have some drinks, some alcohol, but also this shows like just a good time. You could be celebrating something literally over the next 72 hours, but this could just talk about drinking with your friends or drinking with your partner or just having a good time in general. Maybe it's like going to the movies for some of you, or it just feels like there is something good. Okay? So I want to say, honestly, the other thing that I'm really kind of picking up here is kind of going back to the unsuccessful plans. I think over the next 72 hours, you might realize why something didn't work out as well. You might have a better perspective of why. And I want to say it's because there could be a new opportunity around you. And it sort of is somehow connected, or it kind of lines up in some way. Kind of like, well, if that wouldn't have worked out, or had that thing worked out, this wouldn't have, or something along those lines. You know what I mean? But slowing down, calming down is a big thing too. Taking time for yourself, right? So that is what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 7. I really do hope you enjoyed this reading. I know it was a short and kind of sweet one, but that's what I was kind of going for. Lots of different piles, but you know, we get more options that way. And of course, the next 72 hours, what can I talk about for like ever, you know? I want to just give as much information as I can. But I wish you the very, very best. Thank you so much for all your love and support. February just came out. Look at that. I want to thank you all for your love and support. For those of you that leave comments, that leave donations, that go on my wish list, thank you all so much. You guys are the world to me, no matter what your contribution, and I really do appreciate it. And you know, it is like, I really do appreciate so many of you. You have no idea. Through some of my darkest days, you guys have been there, you know, cheering me on and being supportive, and I just love it. I love you all. Take care, guys, and I'll see y'all next time, okay? Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. So if you've chosen group number 8, this is going to be your reading. So what is ahead for the next 72 hours? So you've chosen the book. I kind of feel as if many of you might be reading over the next 72 hours, or maybe you'll be purchasing a new book. This also can, of course, talk about knowledge and information coming your way as well, obviously. But let's see what else you've got. You've got home, positive changes at home. So something good's happening at home, essentially. You might be adding something new. Maybe it's a new item is coming in, or you might be rearranging. You might be cleaning up. There could be, you know, something that's positive here. Especially, you know, maybe for some of you, you might find also that something is alleviated. And we have message of concern and unexpected income. So it's almost like an unexpected help of some kind. With message of concern, there might have been something that was actually worrying you or annoying you or bothering you in some way. And it feels as if there's some sort of improvement. This almost reminds me of, you know, like just as an example, but like I got new neighbors recently. I noticed some new people moved in next door, and I'm like, I just noticed today. And I'm like, ooh, I've been wondering, because I'm like kind of worried, like, oh, will they be loud? Or are they nice? Like, you know what I mean? because I really miss our old neighbors. They were really awesome. And I was just like, you know, not dealing with change, but, you know, and they were just like, we kind of looked at their cars and we're like, what kind of people are these? You know what I mean? And it's like finding out that they're not that bad. You know what I mean? Like, I hope, maybe, I don't watch my own pick a card readings because I don't like to influence them in any way, shape, or form. But if I were to pick one, I'd want this one. Okay. Because there's definitely something good happening at home. Okay, we've got taking a vacation, physically or mentally. So it feels as if there's some sort of peace that comes in. And maybe it's like taking some time at home, you know, just, it's like watching, I saw this wheel, and I use this deck a lot, so I see this card quite often here and there. And I got that Watching the Wheels by John Lennon. I don't know if you guys know that song, but I don't know, maybe the lyrics have something. People say I'm crazy. Watching the wheels go by. Oh my god, I need to go listen to that song. I haven't heard that song in forever. I can't believe that came through to me. Okay. We have here. Ooh, okay. This is interesting. So the wheel and the tiger. So the wheel says indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So I feel in some way this is a good thing because you may be spending more time at home. You may be kind of like, It feels like there's some sort of opportunity, though, to take a chance. And you should, because it sort of gives direction. So, gosh, there may be a moment where you're kind of out and about. And it's like maybe you're trying to shop or something, and you just can't, like, make a decision. You're just like, I don't know which one to get or what to get. And it's sort of like just doing it, taking a chance on something, is what I feel. It's like you just do it. Like, don't be indecisive. Don't let yourself just wander all over the place. If you see something you like, grab it at that moment. You know what I mean? It's sort of like just do it. I can very much be like that when I shop. But I don't know, I'm just getting shopping strongly for you. But it feels like, yeah, the type of thing where it's like, where you're wandering down the same aisles over and over or something, and you're just like, here, just get it, take a chance. That's what I feel. Okay, let me see what else is coming through over the next 72 hours. We have April here. Ooh, romance is in the air. What? Ooh, some romance. And we have Caterpillar. Okay, so Rose, it says romance is in the air, of course, so I would expect a little bit of romance. We also have Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So there could be a change coming your way, or it's like kind of letting you know that things won't always be this way. There could be, especially in terms of the concerns, you know, that you may have, it's like things will get better or improve. Distinguish the importance of your inner spiritual work from outer success. Outer success versus inner success. And I'm going to get one more for you guys. You have very calming kind of similar colors, don't you? Take time to acknowledge the subtle changes in your spiritual evolution. For some of you, you may find yourself seeing some evidence of your spiritual growth in some way. It just takes time to relax and sit down. Especially, I want to say that your instincts could be on fire, you know, over the next 72 hours. Oops. Oh, we definitely have a masculine energy here. This could show something happening with a masculine in your life. Yeah, some sort of improvement perhaps here too. So that's another thing here. I feel like maybe if there is especially some man at home, there could be some sort of improvement there. It's what I'm feeling. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Let me see anything else here. I kind of feel like I got most of the messages that I need, or well, that are coming through anyway. This is kind of a shorter one than the other ones. And what kind of change is coming? Yeah, you're moving towards new horizons, kind of new paths, new journeys. Oh, wow. Yes, travel perhaps, or again, there could be more options, things that really fill up your heart. So I want to say that there's some good changes coming ahead. And you won't feel so stuck as well, okay? There may be some risks involved, taking some risks. This could be applying for a job that, you know, you normally wouldn't. Or this could be about doing things. I would definitely say action is favored over the next 72 hours. Taking a rest, of course, is good too. But, like, take the actions when you need to. Don't just kind of take a bunch of them that don't mean anything. Rather, take the one that is instinctual, that is important at the moment. Yeah, I do feel like romance is in the air, though. Look at that. Four of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Look for opportunities around you, though, for real. Because I do feel like that there could be some opportunities. And in terms of romance being in the air, it could be that there's more attention coming your way in a romantic relationship, or you may be paying more attention, or there could be, like, you know, some sort of good stuff here. You might find also a partner or like a loved one could give you a gift and something like that. Say something that will get your attention in a positive way, I think. So anyway, that is what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 8. I really do hope that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for your love and support and your kindness. I do appreciate you guys. And I especially appreciate if you comment, you know, the donations that you guys send or the gifts that you send off my wish list. I appreciate each and every one of you, no matter what your contribution is. So, you know, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. And give me a like if you did enjoy this video so I know to make more. If you want a personal reading with me, you can get one through my Etsy store, which is linked up in the description box. And I will see you next time. Take care, guys, and have a lovely, beautiful day or night wherever you are. Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 9, the last group, this is your reading. Okay, let's see. My voice is starting to get tired. So, okay, well, that's funny because guess what? We have the bird. The bird can talk about communication. Oh, my goodness, this is slippery. Do you see that moving all over the place? Slippery card. Yeah, so the bird represents communication, talking to somebody, some sort of important, maybe, you know, conversation here. And we've got crush, somebody who likes you. Ooh. Ooh la la. So probably you are going to be communicating with a crush, or somebody who has a crush on you will be talking to you, will reach out to you, say something to you. We have here, develop awe and reverence for life. So enjoying what is around you. To feel your innate sense of truth, develop open-mindedness. I got 2 of them for you. That's actually funny because this did come out from one of the other groups, but I can't remember which one it was off the top of my head. But keeping yourself open-minded, because you never know what can happen here. And we talk a lot about developing. 2 words say develop. So I feel like that there could be certain developments over the next 72 hours. Now, on reverence for life, focusing on the happy moments, the happy things, the good things in life, the beautiful sunset, the beautiful tree, the beautiful snow, the beautiful sun, whatever it may be. It's like focusing on the beauty of life and what exists around you. But I do feel like you guys could be talking to a crush or something. Well, it's more like someone has a crush on you, okay? Okay, so let me see here. Well, we've got good fortune and box. Well, box is you'll receive a gift. So a gift is coming your way over the next 72 hours. We also have the bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Standing your ground. We've also got vacation here. and family matters. Some of you might be thinking about a family trip of some kind, especially, or not all of you. I'm going to get one more here. I feel like it's uneven. I told you, okay, look at that. I'm glad I grabbed the next one because look at that bouquet, compliments from an admirer. So you're going to have some sort of communication with somebody who likes you, and it looks like it will have a compliment associated with it. There's also a gift perhaps as well. So watch out for gifts from people, even if it's something small, because that could be a clue as to someone liking you. With vacation, I want to think that you could be focused on some sort of time off, planning time off. Some of you might be planning a literal vacation, taking a vacation, planning it, thinking about the holidays, thinking about free time. Some of you might be inclined to like research about some sort of holiday or vacation in general. With family matters, of course, there could be a lot of focus on the family. There could be something happening in the life of a child here as well. God, I want to say that some of you might find out that you're getting pregnant. I don't know. That won't be for everyone, but there could be also official documents surrounding a child as well. There also could be some sort of plans in regards to family. Maybe decisions being made about the future as well. Okay, interesting. Some of those might be a little bit more specific. Not for everyone. Okay. So we have that bull, and it says, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. So I do feel like Spirit's kind of, telling you to kind of, don't let yourself, stop in even if there is some sort of opposition, or you feel like things are working against you, just you'll keep on going. Okay, some of you might have an older woman who's kind of forcing an opinion. You may need to show strength and fortitude in the situation, and that could be by moving forward from this in a way that is graceful, but with standing your ground at the same time. So this might be having a conversation where you remain calm, cool, and collected, but stating your truth. We have, let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Let me see about this gift here, because I do feel like you are getting some sort of gift. We have wealthy man, so it could be from a man who has money, or a wealthy man, or it could be, yeah. We also have a child, so it might be something kind of small, innocent, nice as well. It could be from a child as well. Maybe you're getting something like that from a child, like your child brings you a picture or something. Or a student, maybe if you work with children, it might be a student or a kid giving you something. I miss that about being a teacher. I do miss that about being a teacher. That was always fun, because I loved when kids made me things. That was the best part. When they'd be like, we'd make like I love to do crafts at class, and so I'd like often try to incorporate that, and it was fun. During Christmas time, we'd always do like ornaments, and then some of them would give me the ornament, and it's just sweet. I miss my students. Anyway, but yeah, so some of you might be receiving that. But good fortune. Oh yeah, let me look and see what's fortunate. Anything here about the fortunate? I feel like it's this, whatever this is. Oh, well, this could be a fresher energy. You might have some hard work paying off, to be honest. Some of you might feel kind of fresh or good in some way as well. There also could be an improvement. There could be good fortune through a man, is what I'm getting. Like there could be something good happening via some sort of man in your life. Kind of wonder if a man could give you a gift, to be honest. That's like what I'm wondering. Whether it's your father or a boyfriend or, somebody like that is what I'm getting. Okay? So, let me see. I think that's about all I have to say, to be honest, with this one. We have that crush here. And what do we need to know about this crush situation? We have a man and a journey. And a gift. Yeah, okay, I already told you. You guys are going to get some sort of... I think there's really likely to be that there could be a man who gives you a gift. Like, I'm sorry, I just, like, it's like, that literally came out. I already said it anyway, but it's like, yeah. And, it's like they're maybe offering you something, giving you something. Anyway, what a beautiful, interesting reading. You guys, take care of yourselves and, like, let me know what you think. Okay? And I think you guys should have an interesting next 72 hours. I think that there's a lot of appreciation coming your way. And I do feel like as if, you know, there's verbal, but also it seems physical, you know, gifts in a sense. And I do feel like that there could be discussions with someone. And I really do feel like that there is a crush that's sort of like talking to you as an example. Like, and I think that that person really does like you. Interesting, interesting. So let's go ahead and end this reading. I really do want to thank you so much for being here. If you want a personal reading with me, you can do that through my Etsy store, which is found in the description box. There's a link there. And of course, if you guys, you know, have the time to comment, I would love to hear from you down below. Thank you really honestly to everyone in advance who does leave me a comment. And those of you that leave donations or go on my wish list, I really do appreciate you guys too. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. No matter what your contribution is, it really warms my heart and it makes me happy. So thank you so much. And I just hope that you all have a beautiful and blessed day or night wherever you are. And I hope to see you next time. Take care.